of today's. Omagnanatimiragnasya gnananjanashalakaya chakshurun ulmitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishnapreshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prasharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so it is on the path of Gita, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila. Yes. So we'll take the blessings for the last day of this first level, Gita Sandesha. We'll take the blessings of Shri Radha Madan Mohanji, who are the beloved and beautiful deities of abbots, ISKCON abbots. Next month. So today's chapter is 18th. The conclusion, the perfection of renunciation. Can anybody read it, please? The contents. I think everybody is unmuted. And the chat is
Karma, Jnana Yoga summary, 3 modes, ideal worker, end results.
thank you. So basically, Bhagavad Gita has 18 chapters. Is divided into 3. The first 6 chapters, the next 6 chapters, and the last 3 chapters. So the first 6 chapters tell us about Karma Yoga. That means how we have to perform our duties with not attached to the results. So something like that. And then in the last second part of the Bhagavad Gita, it teaches about Bhakti Yoga. That means the love and devotion which we do for Krishna. And the last 6 chapters, which is from 13 to 18, it tells about Jnana Yoga. That means the knowledge to understand Bhagavad Gita. Okay, we know Bhagavad Gita is there. Krishna tells that you should surrender to me. But how we should surrender, why we should surrender, what is abstraining us to surrender to him, why we forgot that we're having a good relationship with Krishna. So all that we learned in the last 6 chapters. So now it is told that there's a sandwich. The upper part is the first 6 chapters. The lower part is the bread parts are the first 6 chapters and the lower 6 chapters. The middle part, which is Bhakti Yoga, is like the curry, the essence of Bhagavad Gita. I mean, it is very important. So but to understand that Bhakti Yoga, we need to understand the first 6 chapters and the last 6 chapters also. Okay, so but the important thing is the Krishna what emphasizes is that only Bhakti Yoga. So even in today's chapter, Krishna will emphasize upon the conclusion. It's like conclusion to Arjuna, even to us. So are you all ready to take Krishna's final instruction? Are you all ready?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Can you go to the next slide? Yes, thank you. Okay, summary of karma and jnana yoga. Next. Okay, can anybody read the translation?
All these activities should be performed without attachment or any expectation of result. They should be performed as a matter of duty, O son of Partha. That is my final opinion.
Okay. So Krishna is actually taking all the bits and parts from all the chapters and he's giving summary right now. So in I think around 5th chapter, something like that, during the Karma Yoga, the 5th chapter is called Karma Yoga, Action in Krishna Consciousness. So Krishna says how we have to do our karma, that means our work, but should not be attached to that results. So Krishna is saying in chapter 5 that we have to work, but we should not have any strings attached. But why we should not expect such results? Krishna says that we have to do our prescribed duties. We should never ever give up them. But Krishna says that we have to balance both spiritual life and material life. So Krishna says, give up that attachment but never give up your duty. That means you have to do your duty, but the results, but the attachment we are going to get with that duty, give up that. So that is what Krishna is saying is the secret to a peaceful and perfect life. If we have more attachments, we will be thinking about what happened, and we will be immersed in that only, and will not be able to think rather than our work. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Can anybody read, please?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
The place of action, the body, the performer, the various senses, the many different kinds of endeavor, and ultimately the super soul. These are the 5 factors of action.
Thank you. So there are actually here Krishna is saying there are 5 doors. For example, we are taking this 18 days Gita course. Can I say that only I am running? There's nobody is helping me. Can I say like that? I am the only person who is running this class. Nobody is helping me.
No.
No, now Mataji is sharing the screen. It would be foolish if I say that, okay, I am only running the class. That would be false ego. That means I don't have the correct attitude. So just like that, Krishna has given us this body. Without body, I cannot speak. I cannot listen. I cannot show my actions with my hands. Nothing would happen. The second is the senses. If I don't have the sense to read, hear, or the mouth to speak, or even to feel, we cannot prepare the slides or we cannot explain it. So if there are no senses, there are no classes only. And the interviewer, like the volunteers are there. Now Mataji is sharing the screen. There are people who do the PPTs, the temple organizers, and you all. If you all are not there, then what's the point of taking all these classes, right? So if there is no teamwork, there is no class only. So that is the interviewer. And the fourth is the super soul, Krishna himself. Without Krishna's mercy, nothing moves. That means he, unless and until he sanctions, I am nobody to tell here. You all are, you don't, I mean, if unless and until Krishna gives the permission or mercy, we cannot even hear to Bhagavad Gita. That is Krishna's divine mercy, which he gives upon special devotees. And the fifth is us, I mean the jiva. If there is no individual soul in us, what is the use of this body? We will not be able to understand what we are trying to do. So Krishna gives that free will, or the desires or the acts which we do. So the soul, but it doesn't mean that the soul only can act. It's just like telling that I only am running this class. No, everybody is behind this class. So we cannot say that only the soul can act without the other four. Everything is important. So Krishna is saying that he is the ultimate cause. So we can never think that, okay, I am only doing this, I am only doing that. There is always something behind us, whatever we do. So Krishna is behind us. The ultimate cause is Krishna. So now onwards, we have to be determined to do even better than now. So we have to have gratitude to Krishna, saying that, okay, Krishna, you have provided me so much so that I am able to do this or that. I am alive today. So we have to show our immense gratitude to Krishna every day. So to show that gratitude, we'll chant one time of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, can everybody unmute? Done? Unmuted?
Yes,
Okay.
Mataji.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, thank you. Next line. If we cannot see the other causes for an action to happen, we are blind. Yes, we cannot say that I am only the doer. There are other causes which is behind that cause. Okay, next slide. Effects of the 3 gunas, conclusion. So we already have seen the 3 gunas. What are the 3 gunas?
Sattva-guna, Raja-guna, Tamaguna.
Yes, correct. You're right, Bhavna. So Krishna is now concluding all that, and he's now explaining us how to overcome these gunas. We were in those gunas, but we never recognized that. Unless and until we read about Bhagavad Gita, we were not aware that, okay, I am this, I am that. We used to only think about I am good or I am evil. So something like that. I am good or I am bad. But now we understand that what is influencing us to do good or bad. So now we'll see that how Krishna is giving the solution. Of course, the solution is nothing but Bhakti Yoga. So in many chapters, like 14 chapter, 17 chapter, 18 chapter, Krishna has repeatedly told about how these gunas affect us, how our action is dependent upon them. So when we understand through Bhagavad Gita about all these modes of nature, we have to wake up from the illusion that, okay, I am being influenced by all these gunas, and then we have to control them, not that they are controlling us. So we have to get into that stage. Okay, next slide, Mataji. Okay, can anybody read it, please?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, please read.
Sattva guna, first like poison, like nectar in the end, self-realization. Rajoguna, first like nectar, like poison in the end, rising from sense pleasure. Tamoguna, made of illusion, sleep, laziness, and delusion due to Maya.
Okay, thank you. The first guna, Sattva guna, we all know, but still I'm a little bit explaining as Krishna is concluding it. I'm also explaining it a little bit. So Sattva guna is like very difficult in the starting, but slowly, it becomes very sweet at the end. For example, we are doing some yoga fitness. It is very difficult to stretch out, etc., etc. It's very difficult, but slowly, after 1 or 2 years, we get so much of flexibility in our body. And even going for a sattvic diet, that means it is very light and all. So many people may not like, because we are Indians, we like all spicy food. But in the starting, it is difficult. But slowly, we will only not be able to like spicy food anymore. Second is passion, rajas guna. So it is sweet in the beginning, but it eventually becomes bitter in the end. For example, we eat junk food. It is so yummy with all the cheese, with all the oil or whatever it may be. It is so yummy. We eat it, but later on we suffer with many health conditions like obesity, diabetes, and many other diseases. So there are shortcuts also, like the crash diets or the protein diets or the liposuction, which people do to reduce their weight. So they may give temporary they may temporarily solve our issues, but they create long-term issues. And when coming to tamas or ignorance, it is poison at the starting also, it is poison at the end also. For example, smoking drugs or alcohol, it is so bad thing that it starts showing us the effect from the starting days only. So it does not only make us lazy and procrastinate. It makes us waste our time, avoid responsibilities, and go away from the real happiness. We see, right? Many people, families have been destroyed because of these bad habits. I mean, the owner of the family is not at all, is like a drunkard or is not taking up the responsibility, and the whole family is destroyed. So that is how, not only that person, their children, their wife also, they suffered. Right, so that is how tamas guna is very dangerous. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, can anybody read it, please?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
It was a invisible rope. I am totally hooked on it. Now that I see it, I am going to try to get rid of it.
So we're not aware of these 3 months of material nature. Now we are aware of it, so we have to cut down that ropes. Okay, next slide. In our quest for happiness, let us not forget to see whether it is sustainable, worthwhile, and conducive to spiritual life. So we should free ourselves from all those 3 gunas. Next slide, Mataji. Okay, can anybody read it?
There is no being existing either here or among the demigods in the higher planetary systems. which is freed from these three modes born of material nature.
Thank you. So, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is like medicine, and it is poison at the beginning and nectar at the end. Why poison? Why nectar? We'll see. So, why medicine is that as at first chanting we feel like very burden thing, so medicine is like very bitter, no, we are not able to take it, but at the end it gives us the ultimate release of diseases to our body. And over time, as we keep on chanting, it becomes nectar. That means it becomes the sweetest experience. It gives us the complete happiness. For example, a person who is suffering from the disease called jaundice, if we give him some sugar or some sugar candy, it is very bitter to them. But if we are eating, it is very sweet. So similarly, due to our sins, due to our past karma, due to our material conditions, because we are in this material world, we are so addicted to material things. So we may not enjoy chanting immediately. But it is not the fault of the mantra. It is not that the mantra is not showing its effect. It is the problem with us. So as the jaundice is cured by medicine, doesn't mean that okay, I am not able to taste this sweet, so I don't want to eat the sweet, or I don't want to take the medicine. We have to take the medicine, else eventually we will die. So eventually we won't do chanting, our soul is not nourished nicely. So if we develop the taste for holy name, it will slowly, I mean, the taste slowly increases, but given that we have to chant every day without fail sincerely. So it doesn't mean that okay, I am not able to concentrate my mind. Many people tell me that I'm not able to concentrate on my mind, I only want to do one round with full attention. That's fine, but we are not so great souls that right now we are able to perfectly put our mind in one round. So it is told that even though we don't chant perfectly, it's fine, the mantra still works. Our sins are cleansed, our ignorance is removed from our heart. Eventually what happens is that after some years, few years, as we keep on chanting, as the material things go away from our body, from our soul, from our mind, we naturally develop the taste for chanting and doing more for Krishna. So Krishna, as we told, that Krishna is not different from his name. So if we simply take Krishna, Krishna is there with us. I mean, we are associating with him directly. It doesn't Krishna will not come physically here and associate with us. If you think Krishna is there in his name, he is there in his name. If you think Krishna is there in his prasadam, he is there in his prasadam. If you think Krishna is there in the Vigraha form in the temple, he is there in that. It's all about faith and determination of how we want to see Krishna and how we want to feel the presence of Krishna. So I would request everybody to take a personal sankalpa for your own spiritual benefit. So the ultimate, see, we are learning many things in this Bhagavad Gita. We are learning about that, this many philosophical things. But the important message why we are doing this course is chanting. That's it. The ultimate goal of our life, or the ultimate goal why Krishna is even explaining Bhagavad Gita, is not only about learning the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, but also telling that us that in this Kali Yuga, chanting is the ultimate cure. If you want to get cured, we have to go to the doctor. We are right now near the doctor, that is Krishna. So he has given that if you do this treatment process, then only you will be cured. So Krishna has given us that. So Krishna is saying chanting is the ultimate cure. So so I mean, just like that, for example, if a father has given is giving some medicine to his child, of course children don't take that medicine. So what he does is that he keeps the medicine inside his favorite fruit, for example a mango or a guava, something like that. So the child eats the guava but throws away the medicine. So not what is the point of eating the fruit but still not eating the medicine. There's no point. That means the real benefit is getting missed away. So the entire purpose of reading Bhagavad Gita or doing spiritual knowledge, even though not only Bhagavad Gita, we read Bhagavatam, we read Manu, we need Manu Samhita, we read Padma Purana, we read Vishnu Sahasranama. What is the use of reading all that unless and until we don't develop the habit of chanting? There is no use. Krishna only tells now, even though somebody is scholar, I don't care. But for me, the people who do Bhakti Yoga are important. So even though we know so much of philosophical things here, we read this, we read that, we heard about this, we heard about that. It doesn't, it's okay, but Krishna says ultimately chanting is more important than any other things. Even if we are doing the next levels and all, the ultimate goal is you have to chant, you have to next become leaders, then you have to preach it to others also. So can we go to the next line, Mataji? So, yeah, so what is the secret formula? What Krishna reveals about how to go beyond these material modes is nothing but it's a very practical solution. We have to chant the holy name. So chanting holy names removes all the material contamination. We know about that, and it gradually lifts us beyond those three modes and makes us get situated in the Shuddha Sattva one, that is pure goodness. And this chanting of the holy name, Krishna guarantees that if you do this, you will come to my place called Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is a place where there is no anxiety, no sadness, no depression. It is always full of bliss and happiness. So Krishna says that it is the most simple and most effective way in Kali Yuga. It's just like a person is drowning in an ocean. So what he needs if he's drowning in an ocean? What he needs? Huh?
A ship or a life jacket?
A life jacket. More than that, he'll be saved easily. For what?
Boat.
Boat, exactly. A boat or a ship. A person, if he's drowning in an ocean, he needs a boat to escape. Simple. So just like that, we are drowning in this three modes of material nature called Sattva Guna, Rajas Guna, and Tamas Guna. So Krishna's chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the lifeboat to us. Okay. I'm just launching the second poll. Okay. How often do you chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra? Daily without fail, most days, occasionally, I need to start. Okay, nice. 65% of you have told that you chant every day without fail. Okay, most of the days, occasionally, I need to start. Yes, I encourage everybody to start as soon as possible. Okay, I'm just sending a poll. Okay, most of you have started. You do. Few of you do most of the days. Occasionally, I need to start. Yes, I encourage everybody to start chanting. Okay. Okay. So, Mataji, can we go to the next slide? Yeah, can anybody read it, please?
By worshipping the Lord, who is the source of all beings and who is all pervading, a man can attain perfection through performing his own work. It is better to engage in one's own occupation, even though one may perform it imperfectly, than to accept another's occupation and perform it perfectly. Duties prescribed according to the one's nature are never affected by sinful reactions.
Okay. So Krishna says, do your own duty rather than competing with others, rather than seeing somebody else. We have to do our own duty. That means everybody is blessed with some of the skills, or we learn some talents, or we have our own duties. So what we have to do? We have to engage all the skills, talents, duties for Krishna. For what? To attain perfection. If we offer it to Krishna, we are perfect in that. For example, actually, there is a beautiful pastime to near Narada Muni, a cobbler, the person who makes shoes, and a Brahmin, means a person who is born in the caste, so-called caste called Brahmin. They both come. So they both ask that, Narada Muni, when will we go back to Vaikuntha? So Narada Muni does not know because he's a servant of the Lord. So he goes to Lord Vishnu and asks, and returns. He comes down with an answer. So he tells to the cobbler and the Brahmin, telling that, Lord Vishnu is very busy. Why? Because he's actually taking a needle and threading an elephant through that eye of the needle. Is it possible, girls, to thread an elephant through the tip of the needle, eye of the needle?
No.
No, right? So what happens? The Brahmana, he laughs, saying that, how is that possible? So he loses faith that what Narada Muni and what Lord Vishnu are doing. But the cobbler says that if Lord Vishnu can put a giant tree from a little tiny seed, then he can thread an elephant through a needle also. That means Lord can do anything, whatever he wishes. If from we sow a tiny seed, a seed of an apple or a mango or anything. So from that little seed, a huge, gigantic tree can form. And how, if Lord Vishnu, if Lord can do such a thing, then it is not impossible for God to do, for God to thread an elephant through a needle. So there are few things which everybody keep on mentally speculating, why this, even though there is a good explanation behind that, but still there are doubts coming up. So at one point of time, we have to understand that, okay, by Krishna, anything is possible. We cannot use this materialistic mind thinking that, okay, I have to get so much of logical reasons for that. So the main thing which is needed is Krishna, faith in Krishna's power. That means whatever external things are there, we have to think that Krishna's power is more than that. The solar system is being easily maintained by Krishna's energy. Even the scientists cannot know what is the reason behind that. So the cobbler, he attained liberation. Why? Because he had faith and devotion. Even though he was not well versed in many Vedas and all, but the Brahmin, he was very well versed, but without faith, his knowledge was not at all useful. So we all have a unique role to play. For example, now Mataji is sharing the screen. Somebody has designed these slides. I am explaining about all these. Somebody has promoted the Gita promotion in the Instagram or in the groups and all. There is a technical team who takes care about all these. So there are different persons. I cannot compare myself saying that, oh, I want to do all, or this person is doing this person is doing this, I also want to do one. No, if I am good at something, I am put into that and I have to do my best. I cannot compare myself or compete with others. But the ultimate goal of everybody is, whatever the work they are doing, is to offer to Krishna. So how to do that is that we have to chant sincerely. So sincerely chanting, that means we are remembering God, we are having faith in God. It shows that. So Krishna will eventually reveal the path to whatever we want to desire. So we don't get distracted by what others are doing, and we have to focus on our own way, how we have to serve the best for Krishna. Okay, can you go to the next slide? We are all one original. Don't try to become a photocopy of somebody else. Original is beautiful. That means we have to pursue our own nature, not imitate others. Okay, can we go to next slide? Yes, can anybody read, please?
One can understand me as I am, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, only by devotional service. And when one is in full consciousness of me, by such devotion, he can enter into the kingdom of God. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Krishna is again clearly saying that only by bhakti we can reach. Actually, during the past time when Krishna and Balaram were there was very beautiful pastime. So there were very many group of brahmanas. They were all doing great yagnas or sacrifices to please the Lord. So Krishna and Balaram sent their friends to ask these brahmanas some food because they were so hungry after getting tired. So the brahmanas, what they did was that they did not recognize that these were the friends of the Lord, and they ignored them, and they thought that the rituals, the yagnas are so important. But the wives of Brahmanas who were sitting aside, they saw that, these are the friends of Krishna and Balaram, so we have to provide something or the other to Krishna. So they immediately offer whatever was there, everything. That means whatever they prepared, foodstuffs to Krishna. So when Krishna saw, when Krishna came and he was eating, they became so much ecstatic and they fully surrendered to Krishna. So the Brahmanas were also surprised at how their wives, even though they did not knew many Vedas and they were no scholars, but they still pleased the Lord. So that is how we have to not too much focus upon the rituals and all, and focus upon getting bhakti in our life. So bhakti is not about the knowledge or the rituals which we are doing. It is about the love and surrender. So it is very easy. I mean, when compared to all these rituals, which requires a lot of rules and regulations, this and that, it is very easy. So we cannot attain Krishna through our intelligence, through doing any yoga asanas, or through jnana yoga, or through karma yoga. Krishna can only be attained through bhakti. Okay. Next slide, Mataji. So before we go to the next slide, I'm just launching the poll. What inspires you to surrender more? Krishna's pastimes, teachings of Bhagavad Gita, the example of devotees, realizing the futility of material life. Realization. Bhakti yoga is the way to that wonderful place of eternal peace and bliss. Okay, next slide, Mataji. Okay, what you all have? Teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Nice, very nice. Still, I'm just ending the poll in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, very nice. You all have very good inspirations. That's very nice. Okay. Can anybody read the translation, please?
In all activities, just depend upon me and work always under my protection. In the devotional service, be fully conscious of me.
Okay. Can anybody tell a few examples of devotees who have fully surrendered to Krishna and Krishna helped them?
Prahalad Maharaj and Sudama.
Prahlad Maharaj, Sudama, and
Mirabai.
Mirabai, and
Draupadi.
Gajendra.
Draupadi, Gajendra. Yes, so there are many beautiful examples. So one such beautiful example which all of you told is Draupadi's Vastraharana. So what happened during Vastraharana? Yudhishthir, what he did was he was forcefully had to keep Draupadi on stake. So the Dushasana, the younger brother of Duryodhana, ordered Dushasana to drag her immediately and disrobe her in front of everyone. So Draupadi was a very powerful woman. She was a very dear lord. She was a very intelligent, powerful, chaste woman or a queen. Yet, even being in such a good position, even though she was so intelligent and powerful, yet she could not help herself in that situation. It was very, troublesome. It was very difficult situation for her. Nobody were able to help her. She tried for many things. She tried to argue with logic, telling that if my husband has lost himself already, then how can you tell that he owns me? That means how can he keep his wife on his stake? But still nobody were ready to get that logic. Then she asked her husbands to help. That means Bhima, Yudhishthir, Arjun, Nakul, Sahadev. But they were all bound with the rules of the game. She even asked for the elders like Bhima, Bhishma, Dronacharya, Kripacharya, even the king Dhritarashtra. They all were not able to help. They were all, lowered their heads in silence. So at last, she understood that there is no other hope. I cannot. I cannot help myself. Nobody can help me. So I am giving up all my efforts and I'm fully surrendered to Krishna. So as the Shasana was removing her sari, disrobing her sari, she raised her both hands and was crying, "Hey Govinda, hey Krishna, please save me." Krishna, without even thinking of one single second, he started providing the cloth. He was not present in the sabha and all, but Krishna was far away. He was in a war, but still he was providing that cloth to Draupadi. So what we can learn from Draupadi's incident is that even though we will try to protect ourselves at the beginning, but still it is unsuccessful. Sometimes, yes, we can protect ourselves, but most of the time it is unsuccessful. So we will we will have this false sense that I am the controller, but that is not true. We have to let go of that control, that I am the controller, I am the doer, and surrender to Krishna completely. So Krishna will take care of our life then onwards. But Krishna also assures that if we fully surrender and fully depend upon him, he will always protect us, just like he was protecting Draupadi. Okay. Can we go to the next slide, Mataji? Okay, so before that, I'm just launching the fourth poll. What does protection from Krishna mean to you? Physical safety, or spiritual guidance, or freedom from anxiety, or all of the above? Okay, I'm setting the poll in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So spiritual guidance, freedom from anxiety. Yes, most of you all have told that all of the above. Very nice. So love for God, surrender to Krishna. Chapter 9th, 34th sloka. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktaivam atmanam patparayana. 18th chapter, 65th sloka. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te prati jane prayosmi. Can anybody read the both translations?
Engage your mind always in thinking of me, become my devotee, offer obeisances to me and worship me. Being completely absorbed in me, surely you will come to me. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend.
Okay, so Krishna is actually repeating the shloka twice. Why? It is not because Krishna has forgot. He is repeating. Okay, I did not say this shloka, so I'm repeating, and it's not like that. Krishna, if somebody is telling twice something, our mother calls us. We don't remember that. But still, if she's going out of the house, she again tells that, the clothes are outside. You have to pick them up. If we don't listen to it correctly, so our mother tells again twice, then we get our attention to what our mother is telling. So just like that, Krishna is repeating some certain important instructions in the whole Bhagavad Gita. So that is why he's repeating that shloka twice. It is not by accident. It's just that sometimes we might ignore that. For example, when we go to hospital, if somebody is in the ICU, the doctor don't guarantee that they will survive or not, but instead what they do is that they sign a document saying that whatever happens, the hospital is not responsible, or the hospital does not bear any guarantee. So there are no guarantees, but still we trust them. We spend lakhs and lakhs of rupees hoping that, okay, this person will get cured on it. But Krishna here, he's saying that I am giving you 100% guarantee that in Bhagavad Gita, that if you surrender to me, I will free from your sins. I will take care of you. I will take to my abode. I mean, I will take to the home. So here, unlike the hospital words, unlike the hospital documents and all, Krishna's words are final, they are eternal, and they are infallible. That means it's nothing that Krishna has told, and those words cannot be true. They will be true. So, but still, we trust the hospital. But why? I mean, we are sometimes hesitant to trust Krishna. So, do you all trust what Krishna is saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Can you go to the next slide? सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वं सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. Can anybody read?
Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear.
If somebody asks what is the essence of Bhagavad Gita, we can tell this shloka. In this shloka, Krishna explains about the whole Bhagavad Gita. I mean, what is the ultimate goal of reading Bhagavad Gita? So if we ignore Krishna's words, it is our loss. Krishna is not going to get any benefit from that. So Krishna is giving us this highest gift of chanting of the holy names, of surrendering unto him, which will give us a liberation, happiness, and protection. So if we fail to accept it, it is our loss ultimately. Just like we are drowning in an ocean and there is a lifeboat, that means there is a boat, but still we are, no, I want to drown in this still and until. It is not Krishna's problem, it is our problem. So the rescuer also cannot do, even though he will try to pull us from the water, we will not be, if we are not ready to get up on the boat, then nobody can help us. And Krishna says, abandon all the dharma in the shloka. That means you may think that, okay, Krishna is saying that leave everything, abandon all dharma means Krishna is saying that whatever duties, whatever rules, regulations are there in our day-to-day life, leave our home, leave the home and go to Himalayas, go to there, and people might get confused, but that is not what Krishna is saying. Abandon all dharma means give up the false dharma. That means the duties and the rituals or the beliefs that will take us away from Krishna. So Krishna is saying, leave such things as that. For example, what fire does? Fire's quality is to burn. Water's quality is to make things wet. So just like that, the real dharma of a soul is to serve Krishna. So we have to understand that the real dharma, not the fake dharma. Krishna is saying, remove that fake dharma and take your real dharma. Krishna again is telling that mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam, aham tvam. Aham means I will personally deliver you. Mamekam means surrender only onto me. Krishna is not saying surrender to them, surrender to that, surrender to this. Krishna is saying surrender to me alone. Mam ekam. That means mam ekam. That means surrender onto me. Ekam means only me. And he says that he is assuring that aham tvam. That means I will personally deliver you. Aham means what? I. That means Krishna. Krishna is not saying that, okay, this person will come and deliver you, this person will come and deliver you. Krishna is saying, I will only come and deliver you. So what Krishna is trying to say is that surrender only onto me, then I will personally take responsibility of you. So Krishna is trying to say that. So the love for Krishna is not an artificial thing. For example, sometimes we don't like somebody. We have to pretend them, right? That I am liking this person for some or the other reason. But to our parents, to our friends, it is natural. We do not fake it in front of our parents, in front of our family, friends, etc. But so Krishna's love is also like that. It is a natural thing. So, but that natural thing is hidden. That means it is covered with material nature, with Maya. So what we can do to uncover that is that to hear about Krishna, to chant about Krishna. So that love for Krishna will again rise naturally. So we do not get it from outside externally. It is already within us. It is, the love is already there. It's just that we have to awaken that. So the conclusion of this particular shloka is that the real dharma of the soul is to serve Krishna. What will happen if we surrender to Krishna? Krishna will take personal responsibility of us. So if Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Swayam Bhagavan, is taking our responsibility, so for what we should fear? Nothing we have to fear. The only fear we have to be aware of is that I should not be able to forget Krishna. That should be our only fear. That's it. So Krishna is saying, surrender to me alone. No other this process, that ritual, this is nothing is required. So Krishna's love is already there inside us. It's just that we have to uncover that love with chanting, hearing, etc. So and don't think that, okay, I have surrendered to Krishna, that is the end. That means, as just like this 18 days chapter is done, so this is the end of connection with you all, with us. No, as there is level 2. So Krishna's just like that, if we surrender to Krishna, that is not the end. It is actually the beginning of true happiness. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, can anybody read it, please?
Surrender to Krishna alone, transcendental peace, the highest and eternal kingdom, freedom from sinful reactions.
Okay, so what if we do all this, we get all these transcendental peace, we get the Vaikuntha, we get freedom from all sinful reactions. Okay, next slide, Madhuri. So end results. Krishna is talking about end results. So now Krishna will speak. Okay. Before that, you can go to the next slide, Mataji. But I'm launching the poll. Yes. Have you ever heard the Bhagavad Gita with, have you ever shared the Bhagavad Gita with someone? Yes, many times. Yes, but only a few times. I plan to do so. Not yet. Okay, I hope. Okay, I'm just sending in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, we have equal amount of results for each and every option. Yes, many times, but only a few times. I plan to do so. Not yet. Okay. I encourage everybody to, share this Bhagavad Gita to everybody. They will also feel blissful. They will also get connected to Krishna. Okay, can anybody read it, please?
For one who explains this supreme secret to the devotees, pure devotional service is guaranteed, and at the end he will come back to me. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than him, nor will there ever be one more dear.
Okay. So Krishna is saying that nor will there ever be one more dear. Krishna is saying that the person or somebody who is going and telling about Bhagavad Gita to others, Krishna is personally promising that there is no other devotee than dear of that, than is more dear to Krishna than that person. That means who spreads the message of Krishna, he's the most dearmost person to Krishna. So we should take this opportunity, invite others to attend the classes. We need not worry about the results. Okay, we have sent this level 2 link to our friends. We have sent the recordings to our friends to make them hear about level 1 and get registered to level 2. Okay, fine. Our duty is done. We need not worry about the results. They might come, they might not come, but we have to still encourage. So Krishna will take care of them. Yes, maybe the time is not perfect for them. Maybe because of some situations they are not able to attend. Something like that. So we have to try from our end. The results we have to leave it on Krishna. So this Bhagavad Gita, spreading the gift of Bhagavad Gita is a very special service. So how many of you have this copy of Bhagavad Gita as it is?
I do have.
You have?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, nice. Okay, many are raising their hands. Okay, very nice. Okay, you all have your own copy. I'm very happy seeing that. But what we can do is that if we have some extra copies, or if we want to gift something to somebody on birthdays or on anniversaries, on festivals, on weddings, many people what devotees do is that they gift on Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, any book of what Srila Prabhupada has written, what Krishna has given as instructions. So we can give that gift to somebody else. That means we are gifting Krishna's wisdom to somebody else. So preaching is, preaching whatever we tell about Krishna. It's not that I am sitting in front of the laptop and I am preaching, I am sharing the recordings. It's not just that. Preaching is every day. Preaching means telling about Krishna. So it is not about this 1 hour class. Even after the 1 hour class, what we do is that we personally call to our girls, we talk with them, we talk with them personally, etc. In WhatsApp, everybody reaches out. We talk to them personally. So that is also preaching. We are sending this invitation of level 2 or recordings to somebody, to our friends or to our family. We are preaching. So preaching is not only about sitting in front of laptop and telling about Krishna. It is mostly the back end work. We call to our girls, we tell about this to somebody else. That is the main preaching. So preaching is not just to change somebody else. With that preaching, we become closer to Krishna. It transforms us also. It purifies us also. So we also get that benefit. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay. Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, these are the must-haves in our home. That means we may not be able to read it sometimes, but even they being in our home is very auspicious. That means the home is filled with, is spiritually so much charged, and all the negativity goes away. And it invites Krishna's mercy. So And more benefit is that we read that books daily. So as much as we read the books, we hear about Krishna, we hear what Krishna is saying, we develop more and more attachment to what Krishna is saying, to Krishna himself. So make sure you all have your own copies of Bhagavad Gita, maybe Bhagavatam after few months. So what we can do is that if we have, give it to others. 1 month, keep a target of, okay, I will at least give one Bhagavad Gita to somebody else. Maybe not to the price which we buy, maybe a discount of some price. People will be able to take it. Okay, so we have to, in our home, we have to keep a dedicated place. And don't, I request everybody to not keep it in the puja room and keep some flowers or do puja to it. Yes, they are such a great literature, such great scriptures, because they are teaching about what Krishna is. But still, Krishna does not recommend to keep Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam in the puja room and to do puja for them. Take them out from that, read it. Then Krishna will be so happy. So Krishna, as he appears himself in the holy names, so just like that, in the literature form, he's appearing in the Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, so these both what these both signify is that Bhagavad Gita helps us how to live a perfect life. Srimad Bhagavatam helps us understand Krishna's pastimes, and how to attain that highest bhakti. So Bhagavatam is more about pastimes and all. So Bhagavad Gita is like a foundation, like we are doing this level 1. Srimad Bhagavatam is like post-graduation level. So between that foundation and to go to the post-graduation level, there are different levels. We cannot directly jump to Srimad Bhagavatam. It is quite difficult to understand. So I request everybody to attend the level 2, so that you will understand the middle parts of the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So in level 2, we are going to even cover the pastimes of Krishna, which will be coming from Bhagavatam only. So just like the food is necessary for the body, Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam are necessary for the soul. Can you go to the next one, Mataji? Okay, can anybody read it, please?
This is a real secret. Encourage others to read Bhagavad Gita. When others receive this most wonderful knowledge, you become dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
So if we give Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam to others, Krishna becomes closer to us. Okay, can we go to the next slide? Okay, can anybody read it?
Bhagavad Gita 18.70 reader. He worships me with knowledge. 18.71 confident listener. Freed from sinful reactions, he reaches auspicious planets.
Okay, so even just by reading also, we have so many benefits. Okay, next slide. The last slide. Okay. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno tat yatra partho dhanurdhanaha tatra Shririrvijayo Bhotir Dhruva Nithir Matirmama. This is last sloka, which is spoken by Sanjaya. Can anybody read it? Read the translation.
Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion.
Can anybody else also read it, please?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Whenever Krishna, the master of all mystics, and whatever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion.
Okay, can somebody else also wants to read?
Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. That is my opinion.
Thank you. So we are again and again reading this verse because it is very important. That means this is the last verse. So this verse is spoken by Sanjaya at the end. So it summarizes the essence of what success is, what prosperity is, if we go through the teachings of Krishna. So in this shloka, it is told that Krishna is the supreme master of all mystics. That means he's all powerful. That means he's the supreme controller. Wherever he is, auspiciousness. That means all the goodness follows him. Arjuna is the perfect devotee. That means he's the perfect Kshatriya, he's the perfect devotee, he's a kind, a good person. So Arjuna represents a very sincere devotee who is following Krishna's instructions. So he surrendered to Krishna's guidance, and he later on he fought under Krishna's guidance, and he won the Kurukshetra battle. So Sanjay also says that wherever there is Bhagavad Gita, there is Krishna and Arjuna. That means Krishna's words, Bhagavad Gita and Krishna are none other than he himself only. If we are reading right now Bhagavad Gita, that means we are thinking about Krishna. That means Krishna is personally present here. And Arjuna is a sincere seeker. Just like us, we have to apply these teachings to our life. Arjuna has applied that teachings to his life, and he fought he did whatever Krishna told. So just like that, we have to follow Krishna's instructions. So wherever Bhagavad Gita is present and it is followed, the success is guaranteed there. So the four results of having Krishna and Bhagavad Gita in our life are opulence, victory, extraordinary power, and morality. So wherever Arjuna and Krishna are there, that means Bhagavad Gita are there, four things are guaranteed. Sanjaya says that. So opulence, that means Shri, that means wealth, prosperity, divine blessings, health, etc. are there. Victory, Vijaya, that means both in successful life and spiritual life. Arjuna was there, Krishna is there, Bhagavad Gita is there, they ultimately won. So just like that, if we are reading Bhagavad Gita, we will be successful in our life. Extraordinary power, Bhuti, that means we get courage, we get determination, we get strength, we get bravery, we get enough determination to go, we get enough practice, we will be able to understand this much practice. And the fourth one is morality, Dhruva Niti. That means it helps us how to lead a successful and correct ethical life, dharmic life, a righteous life. So if we want to study, apply, and share Bhagavad Gita, if we do all these, I mean, if we study, apply, and share Bhagavad Gita, we'll always be successful in all aspects of life. Just like Arjuna is successful in his life, just like that, we also can be successful in our life. So again, we'll go into the practical things. So we are keeping Bhagavad Gita in our home. We are inviting Krishna's presence. That means Krishna is there in our home already. If we are reading Bhagavad Gita and applying it to our day-to-day life, it gives us strength, clarity, guidance in our life. If we share Bhagavad Gita with others, it helps them experience Krishna's blessings. Ultimately, we also get that blessings. So just like Krishna won the battle by following, just like Arjuna has won the battle by following Krishna, we will also be victorious in our life just by keeping Krishna and Bhagavad Gita in our hearts, just by following their words. Okay, this is the final conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. So I'm just launching the last poll. What do you think is the greatest victory in life? Attaining Krishna consciousness, overcoming personal struggles, helping others find spiritual knowledge, building strong faith. Okay, attaining Krishna consciousness. Can you go to the last slide, please? Next slide. Okay, there are 2-3 slides yet. Okay, I'm just setting the poll in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you all are right. The greatest victory in our life is to attain Krishna consciousness. Yes, you all got the you all got the point in the right way. Okay, I'm so happy to hear about this. Okay. Can anybody read the final reflections?
Perform duty without attachment, act selflessly without expecting results as true karmas as yoga. 3 modes bind us. Goodness leads to wisdom, passion leads to desire, and ignorance to illusion. True happiness is spiritual. Sense pleasures fade, but devotion leads to eternal bliss. Surrender to Krishna. Let go of worries and take refuge in Him for liberation. Share Gita's wisdom. Teaching and spreading its message makes one dear to the Lord.
I hope you all will take all the reflections from 18th chapter and apply it in your life. Next slide, please. So yeah, we are done with level 1, which is Gita Sandesha. That means treasure of Gita. Now we are going to Gita Sadhaka, which is a level 2 course, advanced course. So in that, we will learn about how to unlock the secret formula why devotees are happy. So not only that, we will learn about, many people have been asking how to do, we have learned that we have to offer bhoga, we have to apply tilak. Okay. So we have learned how to apply tilak. We know why to apply tilak, how to offer why to offer bhoga, etc. But what is the practical way of doing that? How we usually people do? So we have learned about all the teachings, the philosophical way. Now we are going to learn all the practical things which we are going to include. And not only that, we are going to even sometimes I mean during classes we are going to even tell you about the beautiful pastimes of Lord Krishna. Listening to the pastimes, I am sure that everybody will become nice and pure devotees. So we will be sharing a Google form. You need not worry. We will be sharing a Google form. We'll give 1 week of time. Whoever has not heard to the recordings, you can listen to the recordings, complete the quiz, and then you can register for the level 2. If you want to recommend to your friends also, you can recommend, but make sure that they listen to the recordings of the first level and they do the quiz. The recordings will be open through whole the week, and we will soon announce the date. So we'll just send you the registration form and all. So you all please fill that date, timings, everything will be announced later on. Okay, according to the registrations and all. If people need more time, we will little bit delay the course and all. So it is ready. It's just that we all make you comfortable. So don't worry. It will not be daily. It will be twice a week, something like that, and it will be mostly in the evenings only, where you all will be comfortable. Okay. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we end today's chapter, the level 1 Gita Sandesha. So anybody have any doubts? Anybody have any doubts? Thank you, Hare Krishna, and have a blissful day today. If nobody has any doubts, if somebody don't have any doubts, you can leave. If anybody have doubts, you can stay back. Happy Friday to all of you, and meet you all in the level 2. Thank you. If you all have any feedback also, you can give. Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Pranam. Do we have any japa sessions? Yes, usually we, as everybody are girls, they cannot attend every day. What we do is that on Ekadashis, on special occasions, we do japa sessions. But later on, we are thinking to keep it every day. Maybe a japa session and a japa talk, something like that. We do Mangalarti prayers also. So in level 2 also, you will learn all. I mean, in level 2, what happens is that you will learn how a devotee should be, how we do in our day-to-day lives. Not just reading Bhagavad Gita, how we chant, what we chant, why we chant, what prayers we do every day, what important prayers are there, what we do in the temple, how we have to behave in the temple, how we have to behave like a devotee in day-to-day life. So we will learn about all that. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Ma'am,
you.
thank you so much for the wonderful classes, ma'am.
Oh, that's all,
You
Krishna.
have explained some stories very well that we could connect to Krishna, the playful Krishna, some stories. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Because Krishna has done those pastimes, we are able to take those pastimes, right? So that is all Krishna's mercy.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Nagashiva. You want to join Telugu Gita classes, huh? Suma, can you please reach out to me personally in my WhatsApp number? This is my WhatsApp number. You can message me personally on my WhatsApp. Thank you all. My voice is nice, huh? You're the first person to tell me that, Pujita. But anyways, it's Krishna's slokas are so nice that we all love to recite them. So Krishna will give us the intelligence to recite them. Thank you, Pujita. learned many things. Will try to implement as much as I can. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Kirti. That's the main thing. You all have to implement whatever is taught. Oh my God, Smritika. Don't, you're being so generous. Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for all your efforts in explaining things in a clear way. And I think you are the best person with all kindness, and thank you for making us connect with Krishna better. I mean, Krishna is connecting us. I'm just an instrument in Krishna's connection with you all. I mean, just somebody has connected me with all this. I am just an instrument, little bit instrument. Thank you, Madhavi. Okay, I hope I'll see you all in level 2. You all will register. And please encourage your friends also who are girls, who are in the age of 15 to 30 years of age. They all can register with level 2. Okay? Inka, any doubts or any feedbacks? Okay. Anything left? Still any doubts? Thank you, Shrija. I mean, thank you all for your efforts that you have come to the class and attended, and you have shown your love for Krishna. Okay, if you have any doubts, if you're not comfortable speaking in front of everybody, you can reach out to me personally. My number I have already put in the chat. I'll put it again. Okay, you all can reach out to me personally whenever, wherever it is possible. It's fine. Okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Ji ki jai. Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maya ki jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Gurudev ki jai. Hare Krishna. Everybody have a nice day.